So the question was, what do grapevines do at night? That is an excellent question, and we had this question posed by a viewer, so thank you so much. Well, their answer is they're doing a lot at night. During the day, they're doing most of their growing and collecting of sunlight for photosynthesis. That gets translated into energy. At nighttime, of course, they're not collecting that energy anymore, so what they are doing is they're resting, they're recuperating, but they're also repairing. So any damage that was done during the day, they're repairing that. And they're growing a little bit, but not as much during the day. So it's kind of like us. We do a lot of our recuperating and healing at night. Grapes are doing the same thing. So why is nighttime so important to a grapevine? And why is it especially important here in Texas? That is also a great question. So Texas, I don't know if all of you have been here before, parts of Texas can get horribly hot and horribly humid. Grapes can withstand really hot temperatures, depending on which varietals you have. The problem is that they really want low temperature nights, because remember, all that rest and recuperation is happening then. If they're also having to fight high temperatures during the nighttime, then they're not getting that rest and recuperation that they need. So we have to have those low temperatures at night, or we have to have varieties that are resistant to those high temperatures also at night, which is really hard to find because grapes don't really like that. So what are we doing to combat that? Well, again, we're looking into those varietals that don't mind having those higher temperatures at night. We're looking at different varietals in different areas of Texas to plant them in that do get that nice diurnal shift. Can we put that word on the screen here? And that is a shift of temperature between the hottest point of the day and the coolest point of the day. And you want a big shift. You don't want, 80 degrees and then also 80 degrees. The good news is the High Plains region in Texas, which is kind of the Panhandle area, they do get that shift. So they do get really hot, blistering, horrible days, but they also get a lot of wind, and then they get nice, cool nights because there's not a lot of cloud cover there holding the moisture in and keeping that heat in place. So that is a great region for growing grapes for that reason. The other thing we can do is we can help educate the people that come through our tasting room doors to get them excited about those grapes that can withstand these high temperatures, and things like Tempranillo has become the grape of Texas because it can withstand those high temperatures the same way it does in Spain. Pinot Noir, on the other hand, does not do well in these warmer temperatures. They like really cool climates, which is why they do much better in Oregon and Washington and parts of California. So for a Texas vineyard to be fighting and struggling with growing Pinot Noir just because that's what everyone's asking for doesn't do us any favors. We really need to get people on board with a similar grape that does well, something like a Grenache or perhaps a Mourvedre, the lighter skin color, lighter grape style that's similar to Pinot Noir, but does really well in Texas. There are people growing varietals like Chardonnay and Pinot Noir in Texas, but it's a bit of a fight depending on where they are. So we as wine lovers and wine educators have to say, hey, look, I know you love Pinot Noir. You can get some fantastic ones from Oregon and Washington, and by all means, keep buying those. But if you want a Texas wine that's similar, man, try this Mourvedre. It is amazing. It's going to knock your socks off. And it grows really well here. And we're doing our growers a favor, and we're doing our wineries a favor by offering it. So back to the question, what are grapes doing at night? They're resting, just like us. Cheers.